Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about the anatomy of a PR disaster. We're going to talk about the Department of Defense post from yesterday, because they sure stepped in it. Okay, so if you don't know, we are currently commemorating the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge. If you know nothing of World War II history, understand the Battle of the Bulge was incredibly important. It was a turning point. Beyond that, from a military sciences standpoint, it's an incredibly historic battle. 75 years later, infantry commanders should still study it because there's a lot they can learn. It would be in the military's best interest to keep people interested in this topic. So, what did they post? A very stunning photo of the bad guy and a glowing biography of him. Now, I want to be very, very clear when I say this. When I say bad guy, I don't mean just that he was the opposition. I don't mean that he was on the enemy team. I mean, dude's a literal war criminal. And they posted that without explanation, really. They didn't explain what was going on. It was shocking, to say the least. So shocking, I called a friend of mine that's in one of the units affected, and I asked him, I'm like, so y'all wearing armbands now? What's going on? And he tells me the rumor as to how this went down. So, I want you to imagine your boss comes to you and says, hey, we need you to write a narrative of this event. Be interesting, be informative, be entertaining. And you do it. You have seen the author of the Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown's masterclass on writing. You know you have to define your villain first, because that's going to play throughout the whole story. So that's what you do. And you write your narrative. And it's a long narrative. So the social media people see it and they're like, well, that's too long. And they decide to break it up and post it day after day throughout the commemoration. And then you get to look in horror as the first day of the commemoration is profiling the villain, the bad guy. That's the rumor. That's how this happened, according to the rumor mill up there. So yes, this was definitely a huge mistake. But luckily, it was a management mistake, not a moral one. It certainly appeared, the post has been deleted now, but it certainly appeared that the Department of Defense was endorsing an ideology that's really not good and was extremely troubling given the current political climate in the United States. I don't know if they plan to still release the rest of the narrative, but there should be more posts coming, unless because of the uproar they decided to scrap the whole thing, which I wouldn't blame them for at this point. But the takeaway from this is that when we see social media blunders, they may not always be what they appear. Because this certainly appeared to be incredibly troubling. And it turns out it was just normal Army management. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.